Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the NFL Draft, where dreams become reality. We're in Pittsburgh today, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Exponential. My name is R Square, and we are set for day one of the 2026 NFL Draft. We all know who the first pick in the draft's going to be, or who we assume it's going to be, barring anything extraordinary. And that's Fernando Mendoza to the Las Vegas Raiders. But past that, the draft's a mystery to us all. But I'll be here through it all, breaking it down for you minute by minute here on the Exponential. And yeah, don't you worry about a thing. We got full coverage, full breakdown. Everything's going to be right here. And we're going to keep on going all through the night. Every single draft pick. We're ready here on the Exponential. We're going to have a good time. And we're also going to have a long time because the draft is long. But later today, after the Miami Dolphins make their selections, I'll be joining at 302 Birds' podcast and their draft day coverage to break down the Dolphins selection for them, both at 11th pick and 30th pick, barring any trades. So I'll be joining them there throughout. Looking forward to it. Got my guys. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be good. Good fun. I got them over here. I'm going to be watching them down here. So, yeah, I mean, if you're not going to come on over here, go on over there. Those are my guys over in Philadelphia. Got the Philadelphia jerseys front and center up here alongside the Miami Dolphins jerseys to go with them because, it's a great match. The draft starts in just 4 minutes' time. We got a lot of great players on the day, whether it comes from University of Miami, Francis Mauigoa, Ruben Bain Jr., or some of the secondary members in this crew, Mansour Delane, Jermad McCoy. We got talent everywhere in Pittsburgh. It's incredible. We got ourselves a good draft tonight. Although some may say it's less than some drafts, but not as less as all of them. I was just checking my audio there, folks. Make sure I'm good. I'm doing something different today with the audio. I'm running with the headset because I'm using the real microphone, the professional microphone for my event later with 302 Birds. It's going to be great. Go ahead and check them out. And we're going to have a great time all throughout tonight. Going to get going with that. And the draft starts in just 3 minutes. And then the Las Vegas Raiders will be on the clock in Pittsburgh. And really everything. Who knows what could happen past the big question comes the Jets immediately right off the bat. Who do they take? Do they take Arvell Reese or Sonny Styles or Ruben Bain? Who do the Jets take second? And then the big question comes with Arizona at third. Who are the Cardinals taking? Jeremiah Love, or are they taking someone else? Sonny Styles, perhaps a defensive player. Or will they do the impossible and snag Ty Simpson? I mean, anything could happen in that third pick. Arizona could shake up the entire draft. And here's the thing, when my Dolphins come to pick, they're in a great position. They're at the point where if there's a good player that's dropped, they'll get him. And if there's a player that they want, the chances are that we're going to get somebody. There's no doubt about it in my mind. I have a full list here. There isn't a doubt. The Dolphins are going to get somebody on their football team that is a certified baller. I mean, from these colleges, they got a whole list over here. I might just slide it on over. But let me just name some names here. Francis Mauigoa, Ruben Bain, Mansour Delane, Spencer Fano, Sonny Styles, Arvell Reese, Makai Lemon, Caleb Downs, Fernando Mendoza too, but he's he's going number one. Dylan Thieneman, Makai Lemon, Carnell Tate, Olav Avenga, Ioane. Got the pronunciation down, kinda. And then, of course, Jordan Tyson as well. I mean, there's just a ton of talent that could potentially be available for the Dolphins at 11. And throughout the entire draft, it's going to be an interesting one. Last year was a good draft. Some wild stuff happened. The Falcons and the Rams made their big trade. The Falcons got fleeced in that one, but they just kept on rolling with it. And so, again, this is just how draft night is. Anything can happen. Been hearing reports that Nick Caserio and the Houston Texans might be trying to trade back into the first round. They're used to it. They love doing this kind of thing. It's up to Nick Caserio and the Texans management what they want to do, and if they trade in or trade out. And there's several teams saying they want to trade out, including maybe the Denver Broncos. Of course, the Miami Dolphins at 30th is an option. They could trade out of that spot there. Just give me one moment. Get the get the coverage to come on here. Maybe. There we go. There we go. Love what we love to see. All right, day one of the NFL draft starts. Right now, they're on the clock. Ooh, let me turn that down. I'll keep it on a little bit so I can hear what they're saying, just in case they give any good news there. But there are definitely a lot of teams willing to trade out of the first round towards the end. So it'll be an interesting night. It's going to be a long night. It's going to be a good night. We're going to go through it all right here on the Exponential. Right outside Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pittsburgh Steelers in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The NFL draft is getting ready to put the first team on the clock. Everybody, don't forget when the commissioner comes out, let's give him a warm welcome as always. Can't be the ones to break the festivities now, can we? There's Fernando Mendoza and his family back at home in where I can only assume is Miami, Florida. This man, Fernando Mendoza, number one overall pick, Christopher Columbus High School in Miami. And, I may not have gone there to Christopher Columbus or know anybody that goes to Christopher Columbus, but it's still in Miami. They still get a little bit of recognition for that. So Fernando Mendoza, Cuban-American quarterback, that's my guy. That's my heritage. He's going all the way. And, of course, the many Ohio State alum visiting here in Pittsburgh in the draft room. Mendoza's not. So he'll be reacting from home in Pittsburgh as the draft is getting ready as the sun sets over the city of Bridges. In case you're wondering, I'm personally watching the NFL Network coverage, not the ESPN coverage. That's of no particular preference to my own, but oh, boo. It's hard to boo Cam Hayward though. Boo. Boo. 300,000 people. This is Commissioner Roger Goodell.
We are proud to be here in a city built on grit, built on steel, and home of the one of the most dominant franchises in history.
Yeah, they give Pittsburgh their accolades early.
But tonight we're going to celebrate Western Pennsylvania heritage. And as you can see, I didn't come alone. Steelers captain, 8-time Pro Bowler and Defensive Player of the Year, TJ Watt.
They're getting popular in Pittsburgh. TJ Watt and Cam Hayward on stage.
The Steelers, a captain. The 2023 Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year, Cam Hayward.
Don't mind me. I want to listen as much as you do. I'm doing the breakdowns today. Yeah. It's hard to boo Cam Hayward. Really is. Smart.
Physical and built to last. But everything we do today is built on the standards set by the legends before us. Let's bring out the men who paved the way to greatness. A Hall of Famer, a true shutdown corner, a piece of the steel curtain. Mel Blount. Now, let's talk some playmakers, some Super Bowl MVPs. Liz Swan and Hines Ward.
Getting all the Pittsburgh legends on stage.
And now we got to talk quarterbacks. Two
Uh-oh.
quarterbacks,
Two?
eras, one standard, Super Bowl champions,
Yeah.
and legends of the city. Ben Roethlisberger.
It's Big Ben. Oh, I haven't seen him in so long. Terry Bradshaw. Have seen him every Sunday. But Ben Roethlisberger, wow. That my childhood Steelers quarterback.
Steelers football. Go Steelers.
Good to see.
Okay, these players forge the path for the next generation of stars. We will welcome into the National Football League starting tonight. Pittsburgh, this is a moment you all been waiting for. Yins ready?
Oh, he said yins. Crazy.
The Las Vegas Raiders are on the clock. Do not adjust your sticks. It is an 8-minute allotment of time for each team.
8 minutes on the clock. And the Las Vegas Raiders are on it. We'll see how long it takes them. They were last in the AFC West, last on offense and 14th on defense, and finished with a 3-14 record last season. So they were far from great. And there you see center of your picture is Clint Kubiak, the new head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders, former offensive coordinator of the Super Bowl champion Seattle Seahawks. Miami, Florida, Fernando Mendoza waiting as the potential first overall pick here. Fernando Mendoza, here's some stats about him. He's mentally and physically tough. He's clutch, and he reminds us of Matt Ryan. Yeah, it's actually a great comparison because Mendoza, in the big moments, he comes up and he just throws. He looks, he goes through his reads. He's so intelligent with the football. And this could have been recognized when he was at Cal as well. He did very similar, and he throws lasers. And I would know. I've been watching him all season. That's my guy, Fernando Mendoza from Miami. So he throws darts all season long in Indiana with Curt Cignetti under pressure. He stands in it and he delivers. And he throws dimes. And then this is the clutch in the national championship game. The game-winning run was just incredible. And he's just waiting for the call now. His brothers and his entire family. See Max Mendoza on the far left, Alberto Mendoza, his brother on the next to him on the right. Yeah, I mean, just if you watch some of these highlights, he's just fantastic. He really is just the top quarterback in the class and the only one that reminds us of an NFL starter. And he's not like your modern day NFL quarterback. He's not the one who lobs one up and makes an incredible, oh, I can't believe he threw that. That was so risky. He runs the ball more than he passes. No, Mendoza, he passes the football. This is one of the true passing quarterbacks that we've seen come out of the draft, and we haven't seen someone like him in a very long time get drafted in the NFL so highly as to just what's his specialty? I throw. Like I am a passing quarterback like Jared Goff, Matthew Stafford, Matt Ryan, Ben Roethlisberger. I mean, he can run, sure, but he is a passing quarterback. And there is head coach Kirk Cousins. They got the call. They're calling somebody now. General manager John Spytek. Greatest general manager name in sports. For the rest of the draft, if they do select Mendoza here, they're going to want to build around him. Give him a lineman to kind of grow up with. Say, this is my life's work to defend this man, Fernando Mendoza. Just give him out there, send him there, and then give him some more weapons. I could see them drafting a few wide receivers later on. They have some young guys, Jack Besh, obviously Trey Tucker, some others, they can keep building that up. But we need more from that. So it'll be really interesting to see what goes for the Raiders after this first pick. They're taking their time, 4 minutes off the clock already. They might be entertaining some trades. I mean, why not? You hear the occasional, Patrick Mahomes for the pick. Hey, why not? Sure. Entertaining the potential Godfather offer. Probably not doing much about it, but we'll see. Clint Kubiak, of course, new head coach. He won Super Bowl this last year. The pick's in for Las Vegas. The first round, first overall pick is in. Excited. Here we go. About to start officially. Ready. Yeah, I mean, Fernando Mendoza, he's a great player. They're going to get something great out of him if they do select him here. And they're clapping, which means they picked. They definitely picked some in Henderson, Nevada. Just waiting for Roger Goodell to announce it. I mean, either something completely stunning is going to happen here, or Fernando Mendoza is the first overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. Here comes Goodell.
With the first pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Las Vegas Raiders select Fernando Mendoza, quarterback, Indiana.
And there you have it. The Raiders have a franchise quarterback. Amazing. Congratulations to Fernando Mendoza representing the culture of of Miami and just it all. It's great to have him. I mean, congratulations to Fernando Mendoza. Incredible. Gotta hug everybody. That's how it goes. Wow. So happy for Fernando Mendoza. I mean, you know what they're getting. They're getting just a great player and a force at the quarterback position. Honestly, one of the best pure quarterbacks I've seen. No one deserved to be the first overall pick in the 2026 NBA NFL draft than this guy, than Fernando Mendoza. He's excellent at what he does. It's a great pick at the draft party in Las Vegas. They're tearing it up. I mean, this might be your guy. This might be it. So, absolutely, just love to see it. Oh, they got reported there.
The last 5 months has been such a blessing by God, and I can't thank him enough. I'm just looking forward to get to work, prove at the next level. College was fantastic. I'm so blessed to have that career. But now I step into a great game, the NFL. Look forward to proving and earning it every single day. You're going to the Las Vegas Raiders. What excites you the most about this opportunity? What a great organization, great legacy. There's so many great teammates I'm looking forward to talking to, coaches, owners. I'm excited for the opportunity. Congratulations. Thank you so much, y'all. Congratulations to the Mendoza.
God bless to you too, Mr. Mendoza. Congratulations. I mean, just absolutely representing what we stand for. The New York Jets are on the clock. Aaron Glenn and Daryl Morey calling it in now, calling the player. 2:53 left. It looks like they're about to solidify that the pick is in. I wouldn't, yeah. The picks, I'm not sure. This one's a bit of a strange one. Could be Arvell Reese, could be Sonny Styles, Ruben Bank, could be anybody. The Jets are one of the 6 teams with 2 first-round picks this year. The Jets, Giants, Browns, Chiefs, Dolphins, and Cowboys have 2 apiece. Do they draft a D? I mean, either way, I see the Jets drafting defense here. If they draft offense, if they take anybody offensively, it would be a surprise to me. So I think the Jets are going to take a defender, probably a linebacker. But it's a matter of which one. See how far they stretch here. The pick is in for the New York Jets. Moving at a steady pace so far. 20 minutes in, and we almost have 2 picks. Yeah, I mean, it could be David Bailey, Arvell Reese, Sonny Styles. Yeah, I mean, we're in for a good one. This is kind of the start of the interesting part of the draft because we could have taken it however we wanted. Say, the their pick Fernando Mendoza, like that was expected. Here's Roger Goodell with the 2nd overall pick. We're moving to start.
From the commissioner of the Jets, second overall pick of this draft is with the second pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select David Bailey.
David Bailey. That makes a lot of sense. I like this pick. I actually think it's the correct pick. I like David Bailey better than I liked Arvell Reese's tape in college. David Bailey, I mean, he's just a home wrecker. I mean, this guy, he comes in and he's just a disruptor. He's a huge guy. He's coming to make your life miserable if you're a quarterback. I mean, he can make life hard. He really, really can, and that's tough. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one for him. Great pick. And here's David Bailey putting on his hat. So here is David Bailey holding up his jersey with the commissioner. Meanwhile, the really interesting pick is now up, which is Arizona. Arizona. They could take Jeremiah Love, Arvell Reese. They got options. Arizona's got so many needs. And just look at how good David Bailey is at getting to the quarterback. I mean, he really does make lives miserable. He just bull rushes. mean, you just see the power and speed as he gets to Jalen Daniels of the Kansas Jayhawks here. He just rushes it. I like this pick. If I'm being honest, I think this is an excellent pick. I'm actually more of a fan of this one than of than of the others. Than of the other options for the Jets. I think this was a good choice. As much as it pains me to say as a Dolphins fan, this was the correct choice. If I seem like I'm listening to multiple things at once, it's because I am. I'm taking a look at 302 Birds' podcast, which I'll be joining a little bit later. And then, of course, up here on the actual coverage. That's cool. First pro trading card. I didn't know they did that. It might be new, or I'm crazy. One or the other. Beautiful Pittsburgh, you see. Acrisure Stadium. Oh, the Cardinals got their pick in. See, there's new head coach Michael LaFleur and general manager Monty Ossenfort in Tempe, Arizona. Might be Tempe. Whatever. They finished under 500 in each of the last four seasons. They're not a successful franchise. And the Cardinals need to find a way to turn that around. And a big way to do that is to give whoever is that quarterback some more talent, and that would be Jeremiah Love. And otherwise, they could go anywhere on defense. Ruben Bain, Arvel Reese, obviously still on the board. Sonny Styles will be a fine pick as well. But this really determines how the rest of the top 12 falls. But we're about to find out. They released Kyler Murray earlier this season. He went to Minnesota. Arizona's current projected quarterback is having a bit of a contract dispute with the team and is trying to figure that out. Yeah, I mean, what he's saying, if they pick Jeremiah Love, that's an immediate that helps you regardless of who your quarterback is. Could pick Ty Simpson a few picks later, and then at worst, hey, hand the ball off to Jeremiah Love, see what happens. He's a firecracker. He's a great player. I mean, I don't love Jeremiah Love. He's not my favorite player in the draft. I think he's good. He can't carry a team like some of the great running backs like LaDainian Tomlinson. He's no LaDainian Tomlinson. He's not going to do that for Arizona, but he's definitely going to provide that kind of scare into the team. I don't think he's as good as your everyday Jonathan Taylor or Saquon Barkley, but I think he could be with a little bit of work. But Jeremiah Love, he could definitely get there over time. But right now, I'm more overwatching is if Jeremiah Love comes into Arizona and he starts running like the previous running back there and their style of offense or elsewhere. So that'll be interesting. Anyway, here's Roger Goodell to see whether it is in fact Jeremiah Love. The Titans are 2 minutes into their clock as well. So the Cardinals do take running back Jeremiah Love out of Notre Dame, a high drafted running back. And it makes sense. He's explosive. He's got speed. He's excellent. I mean, He can do it all, really. He really is just a fantastic player that he just he runs the football, he runs hard, he runs tough. So going into Michael LaFleur's new offense in Arizona, it'll be interesting. I may or may not have made it clear that I don't love the hire of Michael LaFleur and that I don't like Monty Austin for it, and I don't like Michael Bidwell and the organization and how it's run in Arizona. But uh, I don't mind the players there. They could get to be able to turn this around. There's a chance. Yeah, I mean, that's he's got the technique, the spins, he's explosive, and it's evident everywhere. Rare make miss. Yeah, I mean, he has a great ability to make the defender miss. He can catch, but he's better at running. He's explosive, and I think that's what everybody's looking for when they look at him. They're looking for break tackle, Saquon Barkley type, strong legs and good balance. Why is he touching all of them? He's just feeling them. He's like, I'm not going there, but I'm just feeling it out. My coverage just glitched out a bit. So, but the Titans are up next. This is interesting. Jeremiah Love going there definitely puts the scare into some people about who could pick who. Tennessee might go for offensive lineman because Cameron Ward had zero time last week or last year in Tennessee. He had no time to throw. Um, so we'll see. Yeah, who they go with here. They could go lineman. Mawanoa would be the top choice, or they could go Arvell Reese or Sonny Styles. There's options for days. And Tennessee, again, another team that is very needy. And Robert Sala, he's a defensive minded head coach. He might want to pick defensively, but he's got a former head coach on his offensive staff, Brian Dayball, offensive coordinator there, former Giants coach, and he tended the draft more offensive, as evidenced by the Cam Scatterboot Jackson Dart uprising there. So it'll be interesting. No, if I'm Arizona, I'm happy with this pick. Same for the Jets. So far, there hasn't been a pick that I would be particularly like, yeah, that's a poor pick. Wow. Right now, it's just the TV pace that's keeping the teams behind. They're sending in their picks and they're getting going. Titans are on the clock now, though, with the fourth pick. Quick update on the NBA playoffs. The Hawks lead the Knicks by 8 at halftime, and the Toronto Raptors lead the Cleveland Cavaliers by 4, just under halfway through the first quarter. So, some interesting stuff going on there. So, Mendoza goes with the top pick. Yeah. All right. Well, let's take a look. Best available on the board is, of course, Arvell Reese. And then Ruben Bain Jr. would be a good fit for Tennessee. The picks in for Tennessee now, so the picks are stacking up. The Giants are on the clock. Yeah, options here. Arvell Reese, Francis Mauanoa, Caleb Downs, Sonny Styles, Ruben Bain. I think the Titans are going to pick defense here, pretty much regardless. There is Mike Borgonzi making his second first round pick. His first was Cameron Ward. And there's head coach Robert Sala, offensive coordinator Brian Dable on the phone right now, which may signal that it's not a defensive player, but we're about to find out. As the Titans, new logo, new vibes for Tennessee as they're trying to set up a new era in Tennessee, and they're gonna need it because Cam Ward needs help. He's a great player. I watched him at Miami. He's a phenomenal thrower. He's a great improviser. He can do it all, but he does need some help here and there. He doesn't have the best supporting cast. No offensive line. Running backs a struggle. Receivers a struggle. But here comes Roger Goodell with Cam Ward's future teammate with the Tennessee Titans. Yeah, 8 minutes. 8 minutes is a great change. Oh, hello. It's a great change. Um, I like it shorter. Whoa! That's a surprise. The first wide receiver is taken off the board, and it's Carnell Tate. And that's unbelievable. I knew something was up because Dayball was on the phone. I'm like, Dayball wouldn't be on the phone if this was the next sixth defensive player. He wouldn't even be on the phone if Mawanoa was drafted. So Carnell Tate, this is a guy who some people had going to like Pittsburgh at 19th or down the line. And instead, he's here in Tennessee. He's getting selected with the fourth overall pick. I don't know how I feel about this one. Frankly, I mean, Carnell Tate, he's an elite route runner. He is the top receiver. He's got excellent hands, and he has the number one guy factor. You know, he has the number one guy factor because in Ohio State he had to compete with Jeremiah Smith, and somehow he was still the best receiver on the team. So he has what it takes. He can beat press. He's just a brilliant route runner. You see this? He just follows the ball and makes a great catch. So again, those excellent hands. He's aggressive with it. See him go up, great hands. He's got probably the best hands in the entire wide receiving class. He's tough. He's elusive. This is a surprise. This really is a surprising selection. Uh, it's early. Yeah, this is really early for Carnell Tate. This is surprising. But wow. Okay. This helps Cam Ward a lot. It gives him oh, thank you. Yeah. That's been yeah, it's nice. It helps Cam Ward quite a bit. It gives him a reliable guy to throw to. Was it the best choice for the team? I don't know. Because it was good, but I don't know that it was that good. Like he's a good player, but I'm not certain this was the correct choice. I think he'll be good for them, but I'm not sure it's the best team fit. And I'm sure their offense is going to take a step in the right direction, but you do have to look at the defense and go, "Ooh, that's ugly." So perhaps Tennessee's considering a trade back into the first round, or maybe just using the entirety of the rest of their selections on defense and then offensive line because this is a peculiar trade, a peculiar pick. I'm a little bit surprised by this one. Frankly, I didn't see this one coming. The Giants, I think the pick is in by now. FYI. There's Joe Shine and new head coach, the legendary John Harbaugh. Dismissed from Baltimore and mind boggling pick. Just shakes the entire draft. Where do the Giants go? I mean, it doesn't affect so much now, it affects later. Now the Giants are like, well, now we have so many options. We thought they were going to take Reese, and now as a Dolphins fan, I'm incredibly confident we can get either Francis Malinois or Ruben Bain to fall to 11th, one of the two of them, or maybe Mansour Delane, which I would love. I would love Mansour Delane. That is a win of a draft if we can get Mansour Delane with the 11th pick. I love his skills, so we'll see. All right, this is good. This is good. We're having an interesting start to this draft. Cardinal Tate, I mean, he was a player that I'm like, yeah, I don't think he's gonna fall to 11th. I thought he was gonna get taken 8th, but I didn't think he was gonna be taken 4th. But the Giants, they could go a lot of ways here. They could go more with this high safety Caleb Downs, or they could go on a different path. There's so many options for the Giants now. Now that the Titans haven't taken it's just nobody. They didn't take anybody. They took Carnell Tate, which honestly probably wasn't even on the Giants' board at the 5th spot. So they could take Francis Malinois, Ruben Bain, Sonny Styles, Arvell Reese, anybody. They have options. They could get going. They can do what they want, basically. This is a great position if you're the Giants. Were the Chiefs always at 6th? I'm going to check. I didn't think they were there. I might be crazy. Like, did they make that trade just now? Hold up. They did. I was correct. The Chiefs traded to the 6th seed. The 6th pick. They traded. I sound like the Chiefs weren't that high. And I was correct. The Chiefs have made a trade with the Cleveland Browns. They're on the clock. They got to get off this commercial break. This could get crazy. Chiefs just made a trade. That's aggressive for them. Who do they want? They want either, I'm guessing, Arvell Reese or Sonny Styles. It is Fast and Furious. They're going. The Commanders are on the clock, so the Giants and Chiefs have their picks in. So the Chiefs gave their 9th pick, a 3rd round pick, and a 5th round pick to the Browns to move up 3 spots.
We are honored to recognize the surviving family of United States Army Major Paul C. Volke. Major Volke sustained tragic fatal injuries while deployed in Afghanistan. He is survived by his spouse, Tracy, and their 2 sons, Andrew and Benjamin. Major Volke was raised in the Hudson Valley and was a lifelong fan of the New York Giants, a tradition he proudly passed on to his sons. Volke family, take it away. With the 5th overall pick of the 2026 NFL Draft, the New York Football Giants select Arvell Reese, linebacker.
Makes sense. Taking Arvell Reese, edge rusher, Ohio State. This is another good guy. I agree with the Jets taking Taking David Bailey. I like David Bailey a little better than I like Arvell Reese. And I was surprised that Reese rated so highly above him. I thought it was just Ohio State favoritism, but this still isn't a bad pick for the Giants by any means. Yeah, Giants are just building that defensive line. Arvell Reese, Abdul Carter, Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns. They're loaded there now. Now they could probably afford to trade Brian Burns, which I don't know how many people mind that. I mean, just trade Brian Burns, get some other stuff, get some more capital, and keep moving forward. So the Chiefs, the pick's in. They got to get going. They need Arvell Reese to walk faster. So Arvell Reese, he's excellent, first team All American. I mean, he's really good. I mean, he's gonna make the Giants better. I think it's just them trying to kind of make this more complicated on the opposing quarterback. They're rushing everybody, sending everybody at him. And they're kind of intimidating now on that defensive line. Really, really scary. But the three didn't work, so they added a fourth one. Arbo Reese is actually a good scheme fit for John Harbaugh as well. So this makes a lot of sense. Let's take a look. He's an off-ball edge linebacker. He's got great pursuit. He's super quick. 4.46 40-yard dash. 6'4", 241. He's also a beast. He's got great, yeah, I mean, just great pursuit. He's got knockback power. So he's got power, he's got size, he's got speed. He's got everything an edge rusher needs. But the reason why this is why I like him, I like the other guy better, is because he can do whatever. Like he's a joker role. David Bailey's a pure pass rusher. Like David Bailey's gonna get after him. I think Arvell Reese makes more sense with the Giants than with the Jets. So I think this was a good pick. So I'm not sure. So Kansas City's on the clock now. The pick's in for Kansas City. Um, they could take Mansour Delane here, honestly. They need a cornerback and they need a safety. I could very much see them taking Mansour Delane. But at the same time, there's also Francis Mauanoa, Ruben Bain Jr. In my opinion, Delane's better. But I really like Mansour Delane. Top guys on the board right now, Francis Mauanoa, Caleb Downs, Sonny Styles. Still on the board as well, Mansour Delane, Ruben Bain. And then you get to the wide receivers, Mykhaila and, Kenyon Sadiq, Jordan Tyson, et cetera, et cetera. So, yeah, I mean, here's the full trade here. Sixth overall pick to Kansas City from Cleveland in exchange for the ninth overall pick, the 74th overall pick, and the 148th overall pick, all going to Cleveland. The Commanders picks in. They took almost all of their minutes to get that done. And here's Roger Goodell announcing the sixth overall pick, the Chiefs selection. We're going.
With the sixth pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Kansas City Chiefs select Mansour Delane.
I would have really wanted Mansour Delane. I'm not gonna lie to you. He was the top pick for me at 11th. The way it fell, I think Kansas City had the same kind of mindset that Miami did, which was I thought that I had, and that is New Orleans was going to take him at eighth. So I don't mind this at all. I think this was correct for Kansas. It's a great pick, Mansour Lane. I really like him. I like what he brings to the table. Let's go over a few of those things here. I mean, he's great in any scheme. He fits in zone, fits in man. He's just a baller. He can get whatever he wants done. He's a polished technician as well. I mean, he can run a defense at the cornerback position, which is incredible. He's got all of those small things that makes him a phenomenal quarterback. He's a shutdown option. I will say Mansour Delane can shut down anybody you send his way. He is a true potential shutdown corner for Kansas City. It's such a good pick. It's really a shame he didn't fall to Miami down at 11. He was who I wanted. He was my top pick on the board, but I'm not surprised. But he's, in my mind, was the perfect corner in this draft. He's incredible. I mean, you see this, he's sticky man coverage. He just doesn't let go, hands out, bam, swat the ball away. And then he's great in zone as well. Smooth press. Look at this. He just fits in any scheme. He's got the press. He's not letting him get to the ball. Close window. See, this is zone. Just closes it in. Zone again. Zone instincts. I mean, he can play every kind of corner. And that is Steve Spagnuolo's kind of player. And I think there's Steve Spagnuolo. He's probably loving it. So Andy Reid, Steve Spagnuolo, of course, making the decision. Kansas City, it's a great pick. It's a great pick. It really is. If you've been watching, if you've been reading anything and learning about the players, Mansour Delane was one of the best secondary, if not the best secondary player on the board. This is a great pick. Yeah, it's a good pick. It's a really good selection. This is a good pick. So the Commanders pick is in. They got their new uniforms, new vibes. Adam Peters, Dan Quinn, trying to recapture their excellence of a year ago with Jaden Daniels. But this last year wasn't quite what they expected. So trying to fix it up here. Picks in for Washington. I think this is where we say bye bye Francis Mawanoa. I think he's going right here. And if it's not, it's Ruben Bain. There's got to be a Canes player coming off the board here. Or Sonny Styles. Jerome Bettis. The bus is in the house. Jerome Bettis. Just an FYI, after the Giants selection, and I mean like immediately after, I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna mute here, and I'm gonna join 302 Birds podcast, and then I'll come back and break down the Giants, Dolphins, and maybe Cowboys, depending on how long it takes after that. Yeah, Sonny Styles. I'm feeling good about the Dolphins getting Francis Malino or Ruben Bain. Actually, so Sonny Styles, linebacker, Ohio State. Some people had him going Arizona at 3 at the highest. Some people had him the Jets at 2 at the highest. This is a good player. I don't think he's going. I honestly didn't think he'd fall to Washington. I think they are happy about this one. It's a good pick. Yeah. New Orleans is next. New Orleans wants secondary. They want Jermon McCoy, Caleb Downs. That's where I would be looking right now. I feel like it's early for McCoy. Deconstruct blocks and he's just yeah, he is a difference maker at the linebacker position, and he's not as much of a blitzer of anything. He certainly can, but he's great in coverage as well. He can do it all. He's a very versatile linebacker. He can run your defense. I think this is a good pick for Washington. A bit of a steal. Definitely a bit of a steal. So here come the New Orleans Saints at the eighth pick. I assume the pick's already in, honestly, with the speed that they're going at. Because they're hitting it. They're on it. You know how many jerseys they have to make to get this right? Because anything could happen. They're like, oh, we just got about 50 jerseys for each team. Different name on them. Quickly get Cardell Tate's Titans jersey. Have someone running all the way to the back. So Sonny Styles off the board at 7 to Washington. So New Orleans, Caleb Downs makes sense. I mean, I guess they could stretch for a receiver, but I wouldn't like that. The Giants are on the clock, which means the Saints and Browns have their picks locked in. Yeah, so I'm expecting a safety. I think if they go wide receiver, I've held this. I've said this for a while. If I want a wide receiver, if I like for the Saints, they can take Makai Lemon. Whatever. If as a Dolphins fan, if we're picking a wide receiver at 11, which at this point I don't think. I mean, the Saints, Browns, and Giants would all have to take Bain, Mauanoa, Downs. Like it would have to come off the board. Uh, Honestly, the Dolphins are in good shape right now. I'm liking where we're at. We could get Mauanoa, and he's a beast. Wow. And yeah, we'll see. So they need a corner because they lost Delonte Taylor. Linebacker, I feel like, is also kind of a need for them. Receiver, obviously, they always need more receivers for Tyler Shuck to throw to. I love Tyler Shuck. He's my guy. He's got the dog factor. I really like Tyler Shuck. All right. Just a reminder and a couple picks, heading over to 302 Birds podcast. All right, Saints pick is in. Browns pick is in. I'm sure the Giants pick is in right now. So I'm guessing the Miami Dolphins are on the clock, but nobody seems to be in any particular rush. The Bridges, Pittsburgh, the city of bridges. Here comes Roger Goodell with the New Orleans Saints pick. Ba, ba. I can't. Ba, ba. Here comes New Orleans with the eighth overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. Just whenever. I don't. I mean, here's the thing. I really like Jordan Tyson. I think he's a great player. I don't get the fit with New Orleans. I think they should have probably gone secondary. But I do think he's a really good player. Let's talk a little bit about Jordan Tyson here. Tyson, wrong page. Uh, Tyson, he's got great route running, probably some of the best route running. See this inside outside? Great hands as well. He's got such strong hands. Sudden routes. I mean, look at this. Just super quick release. Takes off. Hang time. Just look how long he stays in the air. He's got such strong hands, such great versatility as well. There it is, strong hands. He can do whatever it takes to get things done for New Orleans. He's a great player. I'm just not sure I agree with the selection. New Orleans, they really should have probably taken Caleb Downs. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I would be a little disappointed if the Browns take Malinoa now because he's so close to 11th. The Dolphins could take him. But in New Orleans, Kellen Moore, head coach, and something Mickey, is their general manager there. Mickey Lunas, I think. Yeah, something like that. So this is a great player. No, I think he's excellent. The only thing that I wonder a little bit about Jordan Tyson is his health, and a lot of people have been bringing this up and the injury concerns. But really, he is potentially the most talented wide receiver. I think he is more talented than Carnell Tate. I think he has a higher ceiling. I think it's a good player, and I think it's really good. Um, New Orleans, I'm not sure they should have gone wide receiver, but if they were to pick one, Jordan Tyson was the correct selection. But that was really good. What's happening here? Is somebody really watching the NBA game right now? Oh, it's Jordan Tyson. You watch, you watching NBA? That's funny. All right, so the Browns are on the clock. To me, the pick's obvious for them, sadly, but it makes a ton of sense. I think they gotta pick Francis Malanoa, right? Malanoa or Bain. If they don't, the Dolphins are getting one of them. We gotta take it. I think John Eric Sullivan's he's gotta be giddy right now. So Cleveland here, I think they should take Malanoa. It makes a lot of sense. He's the best player available and has been for some time now. If they don't, just hello, this is John Eric Sullivan. Welcome to the Miami Dolphins. And there is new head coach Todd Munkin in Cleveland, along with Andrew Barry, who honestly I can't believe is still the general manager of the Cleveland Browns. Um, but anything that's not Malanoa is the wrong pick. If they take Makai Lemon, that's the wrong pick, just undoubtedly. Um, but we'll see. I don't think it's the correct choice. Here they go, though. The ninth overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. Miami hasn't picked yet, but they're on the clock. Okay, I love Spencer Fano. I love Spencer Fano. This is a good pick for them. This is actually a brilliant pick for them. Spencer Fano's great. He's versatile. He's fluid. He's got great footwork. I would have loved it. He's the most agile offensive lineman, and he's huge, which is a benefit. And he is the clear long-term option. This is a good selection. And I wanted him. And I wanted him in Miami for one reason is that I didn't think Francis Mauigoa was going to be available. He fills the need. He's incredible. This guy's a monster. Francis Mauigoa is about to be a Miami Dolphin. This is great. This has the potential to be the greatest draft, period. Look at this. Best available. Bain, Downs, Mauano. Between Mauano and Bain, I'm picking Mauano. Don't do this to me, Giants. Here's Roger Goodell, and then I'm tuning in elsewhere. I hate everything. Um, yeah, that's an annoying. That's an annoying pick there. I mean, that's a great pick for the Giants. Honestly, I can't even lie to you. That's about as good of a pick as it gets. I love Francis Mauno. Would have loved him in Miami. To me, the pick's Ruben Bain. The pick is Ruben Bain here. Francis Mauno. It's a really great pick. Yeah. Okay. Good pick for the Giants. Unfortunate. Definitely unfortunate. So Dallas is on the clock. Did they just traded with Miami? What did we get? What was that cheap? What was that super cheap trade? Oh, we robbed them. Okay, this was a good thing. This was a good thing. Let's go Dolphins. Come on, cook John Eric. I love. Come on, Sully. Ugh, okay, Sully can do it. I believe in Sully. All right. The pick is in for the Dallas Cowboys. They love that Jerry Jones made the trade with John Eric, sold and moved up one spot. We got 2 extra picks. Hey, whatever. I'm down with that. But we're about to find out what the Cowboys wanted so badly. If it's Bain, we're a little screwed. Um, we could take Olai Vavanga, Ioane. Well, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind Ioane. Lemon's another option if the Dolphins are really sold on him. Downs, I don't know. Thieneman, I also don't know. Jermon McCoy? I mean, yeah, Jermon McCoy, I guess. It's down to Ioane and McCoy. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, it's not for me. It's for the bride. She's here to take the clean presentation. Blah blah. Her words come out. She actually wants. She wants three. Presentation. Bud Light. Hey, boss. Hey, can you explain this clean ingredient stuff? It works about the aluminum. Much rubbish teenage thing. Research NFL schedules about to drop. Everybody from veterans and must-see showdowns. Only young stars ready for prime time. Plus the biggest international slate ever. The NFL schedule release.
So we'll see who the Cowboys take and then who the Dolphins take after that.
Cancer. She was only 37 years old. And that's why having life insurance is so important. Ethos lets you get life insurance in minutes, 100% online, with no medical exam.
Check your price today at ethos.com. Why go on road? Because one in four guys, one in four guys experience ED. On road, ED feels like no big deal. Connect with our provider by trading Messy Directory 100% online. Road and line or true treatment to make ED feel less stressful. There are options to fit every need, like cardiovascular troubles or daily remedies. If one in four guys feels ED, then one in four guys should go on road. Connect with a provider at road.co to see.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn this down a bit. All right, it's a little loud. Yeah, the Dolphins made the trade with Dallas just now, so we'll see where they go from here. So who did the Cowboys make this trade for? Ruben Bain? Did Sullivan pull some strings and say, hey, we're gonna take Bain? And then he's like, that's honestly the only thing I can think of. Here's Dallas and Roger Goodell. Who did Dallas want? You didn't gotta trade for that though. If I'm being honest, the Dolphins just got 2 picks. We weren't gonna take Caleb Downs. If we were, then I got some words for John Eric Sullivan. But this is incorrect. We fleeced him. We did. We fleeced him. Frankly. Yeah, that's a really weird one. Dolphins did kind of scam them a bit with that one. If I'm being perfectly honest with you. The full trade details, by the way. They had the Cowboys. They got the 11th. The Dolphins got one spot down, not even the player that they wanted off the board, and the 177th and the 180th pick. We will take your money. Goodbye. That's a great deal. That's a great pick for Caleb Downs. Let's see who Miami takes next. I'm going to be right here, by the way. So if you're here, don't change the channel. Stand right here. Kyle contrary to what was said earlier. So yeah, we're gonna stay right here for the Dolphin selection. Bit of a surprise change of plans. I wasn't expecting it, but hey, you know what? Plans change. Understandable. So the Dolphins here, best player available, Ruben Bain Jr. This is a no-brainer to me. Frankly, you got to take Bain. If you don't, the other option is Olai Vavenga Ioane. Yes, I did say that right. So yeah, that's kind of the best option there. Yeah, Miami Dolphins weren't going to take him here. Uh, it's a weird trade. It really is a weird trade for Dallas. I'm not sure what they were thinking, but Jerry Jones works in mysterious ways. He truly does. But Caleb Downs, he's a good player. He's intelligent. He's instinctual, versatile. He's a very sure tackler. He doesn't miss tackles. That's something we can say about him. He is the top safety on the board, and just a playmaker. He really is just a playmaker. He doesn't miss tackles. He trusts like he's smart, but he also trusts his instinct. He follows the ball beautifully. He's a great safety. I mean, it's everything you want a safety. It's a good pick for Dallas. I think the trade was a little unnecessary because I'm not sure Miami would have taken him. And I think that was a little bit of finagling by John Eric Sullivan because that doesn't make sense for us. I mean, he's a good player and I would have taken him. But for me, Caleb Downs really was a last hurrah option. Like, yeah, there's nobody else on the board. Bain is still on the board here. And I think they got to understand about I'm not sure how Bain fits the cultural element to Miami. And I really didn't think he would fall to 11th, the new culture, because he does have those off field issues, which is why I'm leaving it open. I think this one could be Bain or Olai Vavenga Ioane. But the pick is in for Miami now. Well, we're about to find out who the Miami Dolphins select. I'm excited. Here we go. All right. First of two, we made the trade, got two more in the fifth. Great trade, by the way. So here is the first ever draft pick from Dolphins, first time general manager, John Eric Sullivan. I hit everything. How you doing, Ro? I don't like this pick. I'm not surprised because he said John Eric Sullivan, he's been emphasizing for months, I'm gonna pick in the trenches. I'm gonna pick in the trenches. I'm gonna pick somebody who's gonna help in the trenches. And everyone says, oh no. He's gonna take a wide receiver, he's gonna take a cornerback, he's gonna take a safety. No, it was very clear to me that if there was a lineman available, he was gonna take it. First it was Fano, and I was like, oh, he'll take Fano because Mawanoa won't be available. Browns took Fano, then Giants took Mawanoa, which was great picks for them both. Which I honestly was hoping left us with Olai Vavenga Ioane. I would have really liked that. Caden Proctor, to me, is not the best offensive lineman in this class. He was on my list of players who I would have taken with the 30th pick, but not with the 11th pick. I really don't, and I don't like this pick at all. Welcome to Miami, Caden Proctor. I mean, here's the thing about Caden Proctor. This guy's gigantic. So I'll give him that. We'll stay positive. This guy's huge. And he's coming to Miami. 6'7", 352 pounds out of Alabama. He's got heavy hands and he generates movement and he's got a really big upside. But he doesn't have the best conditioning, which is tough when you play in Miami. It's really tough when you play there, but it's definitely good. Yeah, how you doing, Ro? Sorry about your Bengals not getting a pick, but hey, good news. Good news is they both got snubbed by 302 birds, right? Uh, but yeah, so Caden Proctor, poor conditioning. Um, honestly, I'm not a huge fan. Proctor, I would have rather him been taken 30th if he was available because at 11th it's or at 12th now. My mistake. It's just I would have preferred Ioane. I really would have, but he's got a lot of upside. If he can get his conditioning in order, Caden Proctor could be a force. Why? Because he's huge. Again, I'd like to say 6'7", 352 pounds. He's a wall. Like, like literally, he's massive. He's got heavy hands. He's gonna bat you aside like a fly. Caden Proctor, he's a great player. He's gonna be good in Miami. We'll see. Yeah, I would have preferred Ioane just a little bit, but this isn't a bad pick for the Dolphins by any means. No. Yeah. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan, but what are you gonna do? Trust in the new management. I'm trusting John Eric Sullivan. I'm believing in it. I'm trusting them. I don't love it, but I'm okay with it. It's a lineman. We're building from the trenches. I'm trusting the system for now. Thoughts on the Dexter Lawrence? Yeah, man. Of course, I know you love that. Honestly, Dexter Lawrence, he's a good player. He's a good interior lineman who got stuck on a really bad team with the Giants. I think he's in a much better situation in Cincinnati, and I think he'll thrive there. I think he's going to be very good. It was also kind of a sign that the Bengals are really trusting in this season. And I think that's the telltale because I'm sure you know as well as I do that Zach Taylor's going to get fired this year if the Bengals miss the playoffs again. I think that's very clear, and I think they're operating with a certain desperation now. And really, that was kind of what fueled the Dexter Lawrence trade. I think yeah, yeah. But Lawrence, I think he's going to be very good with y'all. I think it's a good pit. I think it was a good trade generally. Um, obviously the Giants got a stud in Francis Mauanoa from that pick. So it would have been nice to see the young talent in Cincinnati, but I do think it's kind of desperation mode there. So I like the immediate action that they're taking because it is showing that, they're locked in on this year. They need to show progress this year or else there won't be a next year for Zach Taylor and for the management in Cincinnati. So I think it was ultimately a positive trade for them. Yeah. Yeah. But Caden Proctor to Miami, which is the last pick, is a solid selection. And ultimately, we did get two. We got Caden Proctor and two fifth round picks. So let's take it that way. Let's take the positives from it, because I didn't. There was no chance that John Eric Sullivan was taking Caleb Downs at 11. I'd just like to throw that out there. I think we fleeced the Cowboys just a little bit. I don't think he would have taken a safety, not with as much talent, especially if Caden Proctor was on his board from the beginning. He wasn't concerned the Cowboys were going to take him. I don't think Eric Sullivan would have taken Caleb down. So I think we did the Cowboys a little dirty with that one. So really, it's Caden Proctor and two fifth-round picks. But yeah, we'll leave it there. But solid. But we'll see where Miami goes with the 30th pick. Perhaps more optimistic. But yeah, we'll see. I need a pen. All right. Honestly, it was so early for Caden Proctor. I mean, I'm okay with it. It's not the best, not the worst. Hello. Okay. So obviously, I think it's really clear that Ruben Bain's off-field issues have seriously affected the way teams view him. Ruben Bain is still on here, which is interesting. So here's the Rams pick now. Let's see what Roger Goodell has for us.
With the 13th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Rams select Ty Simpson. Okay. Wow. So this is the first big shocker of the night. The Rams are taking Ty Simpson, 13th overall.
I need to sit down.
Tonight.
What?
Third long stay there this evening and potentially linger into tomorrow night. Our first thought it would be the Arizona Cardinals moving in to take him.
They just screwed their rivals and got a quarterback. I don't know what to say about that. This is a lot for me. Wow. This is just insane. Ty Simpson to the Los Angeles Rams has been chosen as Matthew Stafford's successor. I am, y'all. I'm gonna take a seat. I'm gonna rearrange some stuff over here as well because, dude. I'm gonna center us a little more here. I mean, Ty Simpson's just wow. Unbelievable, really. I'm taking a seat, man. This is just things just got wild quickly here in the NFL draft. I have no words. The Ty Simpson, I want to admit, I don't like Ty Simpson. I didn't like him in college. I'm probably not going to like him in the NFL. But if he's going to be good, he's going to be good in the Rams system because it's quarterback friendly. It's hard, but it's also quarterback. Sean McVay can teach a quarterback how to play football. And he's going to need to with Ty Simpson because he's not that good. 13th pick is high. If I'm being perfectly honest, it's an insane stretch. But at the same time, I was confused about who the Rams were going to pick. I really didn't know. But they not only did this, they just screwed Arizona. They're stuck with Jacoby Brissett and then another rookie. Unbelievable. And Adam Schefter's reporting that the Rams called Matthew Stafford to get him that information, which is to give that to him. It's incredible. Wow. I am in shock. Baltimore now has some choices to make. I mean, do they go Olai Vavenga, Ioane like I predicted they would, or do they hit Makai Lemon? Ruben Bain is having an insane slide, mostly due to those off-field issues. I mean, Ty Simpson is wild. I did not see this coming, truly. We're about an hour and a half in to tonight's coverage. You know, Miami, they can still turn it around. There's still people, they're probably not going to take Monroe Freeling. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Well, here is the Ravens pick in the Jesse Minter era.
This is going down the pipe. It's the first pick of the Jesse Minter administration.
I just said that, Rich.
I don't know this is as much for the commission as it is for the 2026 NFL Draft. The Baltimore Ravens select Olai Vavenga, Ioane, guard, Penn State.
That's a really good pick. You know, I really like this guy, Olai Vavenga. He's excellent. He is just he's a great player, really. I wanted him at Miami. I did. And the reason why is because he's steady. I mean, this guy, he's steady. He's got balance. He's got torque, power. He's got everything under the sun. So he goes to Baltimore. And another thing is, he's got no sacks. He hasn't allowed his quarterback, Drew Aller, or whatever other guys were out there. He's no sacks over the last 2 years. He has been rock solid. He's a tone setter. He's strong based. He's got great feet, balanced feet, strong. And he's just very solid player. I mean, he's a foundational guy on this offensive line, and that's going to be honestly trouble for opposing defenses in Baltimore because look at him pancake over there. Ola Vavenga Ioane is gonna give some trouble to our friends in Pittsburgh because that opens up a lane, gives Lamar Jackson more and more time. You're giving Derrick Henry more room to run. It makes it very, very dangerous. Coming up, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So the next few picks are the Bucks, Jets, Lions, Vikings, Panthers. And then Dallas again. Continuing to wrap up. Again, Ruben Bain's still on the clock here. Kenyon Sadiq would be crazy in Tampa, though. Dare I say. That's another weapon for Baker. You just keep letting Baker get it done, you know. Hey, which Oregon player can I throw out to? Bucky Irving, Tyus Johnson, or Kenyon Sadiq? Just pick one. The Oregonians just keep falling to them. And Ruben Bain, he really is on a bit of a unprecedented fall right now. Other thing, I guess the Bucks, I don't think they're going to take Makai Lemon. They took a Booker with the last pick. They don't need Lemon here. I think Kenyon Sadiq is the correct pick. Again, I'm very confident the Dolphins are going to get someone solid. The 30th pick. Honestly, out of the lineman, I would have wanted someone from Utah, Spencer Fano or Caleb Lomu, and Mawanoa if he was available, but he wasn't. So definitely a bit underwhelming, the Dolphins' first pick, but their second pick is still certainly there and ready. Top guys available: Ruben Bain, Makai Lemon, Kenyon Sadiq, Monroe Freeling, Jermad McCoy, Akeem Mesidor, Dylan Dieneman, and Emmanuel McNeil Warren, Avion Terrell, and Denzel Boston. Yeah. So the Bucks, Kenyon Sadiq would be a fun pick here. It's the fun pick. I'm gonna say Kenyon Sadiq. It would make the Bucks more entertaining to watch for sure. If they're not already entertaining, they're already pretty fun. And now they're adding Kenneth Gainwell to the mix. So the Rams stunning taking Ty Simpson, highlighting the night so far, along with the Titans taking Carnell Tate early. Really surprising all around. The Dolphins doing something with Dallas that didn't make much sense for Dallas. And yeah, that sums up what we got so far. Bucks are picking now. Hard to tell who's on the clock. It's either, I would say it's probably the Lions at this point. And the Bucks are celebrating in the draft room in Tampa, Florida. Still Todd Bowles, somehow. It's another guy similar to the situation in Cincinnati. The pressure's on for him to win a playoff game. That's it. If he doesn't win a playoff game, like even if he makes the playoffs, but if he finishes 11-6 and makes the playoffs, but doesn't win their wild card game, he's not staying in Tampa Bay. I'm really, Ty Simpson was surprising. Poor Arizona. They're scrambling now. I don't know why I unmuted. I was expecting them to call the pick, but the Bucks are close. I think we're about to see it. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, here we go. Here's Roger Goodell.
With the 15th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Ruben Bain Jr.
Good pick. Keep him close to home. I approve. Welcome to the Bay, Ruben Bain. Hey, Bain, Destiny. No, that's a good pick. I really like that one, Ruben Bain. Ultimately, I think what sunk him a bit on this fall was the off-field issues. And now Bain, he's a really good player in Miami. He was so fun to watch. He's rugged. He's also another heavy-handed guy. He's quick moving, he's explosive, and he's versatile. You see, he just wraps around so quickly. Just get out of my way. Heavy hands, wraps up Julian saying there. And he's got violent hands. This is what I'm saying. The heavy hands just get out the way, swat him down. And that's ultimately what led him to be such a disruptor with the Hurricanes. Shortest arms, first-round edge rushers, David Pollock in 2005, and then Ruben Bain here. So he's got short arms, and that was a big concern coming in, was his short arms. I honestly didn't think he'd fall past the Dolphins pick, because if he was available, I'm going to take him. And that would have been a good pick, but Bain, seeing him out in Tampa Bay is a good thing. Glad he's staying in the state. Appreciate Ruben Bain Jr. being in Tampa Bay. Now, this is a good pick for Tampa Bay. He's an excellent player on the field. It's just a matter of if he can stay on the field due to the off-field issues, and if he can stay on the field long enough for that to happen. But he's an excellent player. He's a difference maker. He's in my opinion, probably the best pass rusher in the entire draft. Just sheer pass rush. It was him and David Bailey. Those guys can just get after it. I put them right next to each other, but Bainey just the short arms got a lot of scouts going, but it really wasn't a big deal because if you know how to use your arms, it doesn't really matter what length they are because he could just push people aside like it's nobody's business. I think this is a steal of a pick for Tampa Bay at pick 15. I think it's a great selection. 83 pressures in 2025 led the FBS. Yeah, I mean, he's going to be productive. That's what they're saying right now on NFL Network. He's going to be a productive player regardless. He may not get as many sacks as he did in his college career in Miami, but he's going to make a difference. He's going to be a great player for Tampa Bay. It's a good pick. Next up are the New York Jets. So people still on the clock now are still available. You got Dylan Thieneman, Makai Lemon, Jermod McCoy, Kenyon Sadiq, some names there.
You've proven doubters wrong. What gives you the confidence that you can continue to do that at the NFL level?
I'm gonna tell you, do anything I put my mind to. Because it's my mindset. I'm going to this next level. It's on the block.
We believe you. Thanks.
Yeah, that's an excellent pick for Tampa Bay. Pick is in for the Jets now. Boo. But they do seem ecstatic about it. Their second selection of the night. I wouldn't be surprised if they went defense again here. Guys that have been selected so far, quick recap of the night. First pick, Las Vegas took Mendoza. Second pick, Jets took David Bailey. Cardinals, Jeremiah Love. Titans, Carnell Tate. Giants took Arvell Reese. Chiefs took Mansour Delane. Commanders took Sonny Styles. Saints, Jordan Tyson. Browns took Spencer Fano. Giants took Francis Mauanoa. Cowboys took Caleb Downs. Dolphins took Caden Proctor. The Rams took Ty Simpson. The Ravens took Olai Vavenga Ioane. And the Buccaneers took Ruben Bain Jr. And now the New York Jets pick is in. And here is Commissioner Roger Goodell to share the good news. Or the bad news, because it's the Jets. Somebody's got to go play with the Jets. That's bad news. Feel bad for their careers.
With the 16th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Kenyon Sadiq. There you go, Joe. Tight end, Oregon. So they're going to tight ends here.
I I don't think it was a good pick for them. They have a tight end. They have the Mason Taylor, Jason Taylor's son or nephew. I'm pretty sure it's son. Former Dolphin player. But hey, send him to Miami. We'll unlock him. I guarantee you. We're gonna do some wonders if you let Mason Taylor come to the Dolphins and be with us. Kenyon Sadiq, though, he's a good player. He's more of a receiver than a tight end. But he does have the frame of a tight end, which is why he got slotted there. But he is athletic like a wide receiver. He's got yards after catch. He knows how to sit in windows. He'll help in New York for sure. Maybe not with Geno Smith because Brock Bowers didn't help Geno Smith. But, whatever. The Jets are going to suck this year. They'll be maybe better later. Who knows? But it's a solid pick in Ammon, Indiana. Or Amman, Indiana. The Rams played possum. According to Pete Thamel, the Rams played possum as Simpson went on a late visit to Arizona and took visits to Cleveland, Miami, and the New York Jets. So the first half of the first round's finished. We're halfway through. We're halfway through, everybody. Congratulations. 2 hours in, halfway through. We're still rolling.
And you circle the search with Google, just like a whole so hot. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, got an interesting one early on here. You know, something I've been wondering about about YouTube. I've never tried this, but I'm kind of want to, but at the same time I don't want to. So I don't want to break it. And just take out. No, I don't think I can. Without totally leaving. Shame. I would have wanted to. Yeah, I was wondering if I could like change my audio. That would be pretty awesome. But yeah, we're good here. So the Rams took their Stafford successor. Surprise! I really thought it was going to be Carson Beck. I thought he would fit perfectly because he's just Matthew Stafford. He's collegiate Matthew Stafford, really. And he probably won't be as good as Matthew Stafford in the NFL, but he played like a collegiate Matthew Stafford. You know what's so weird? They've updated YouTube and YouTube Studio, and now the end stream is in the top right corner. It's like I go to end stream and I accidentally screen share now. No, it's not. It's not acceptable. But yeah. So the Lions pick is in now. All right. The Lions might just pick Makai Lemon. They might just go for it. Oh, hey, somebody got a text. I think this is Makai Lemon. Yeah. So the Lions are set with their pick. And we'll see what they select here now with Roger Goodell.
They're on this draft night in Pittsburgh. 17th overall pick with Rich Verley, special guest. The NFL is proud to be part of the global community of wish makers, taking action to support Make-A-Wish during World Wish Month. Tonight, you will have the opportunity to help grant an unforgettable wish. I'm joined here by Easton, a 14-year-old Lions fan whose wish is to announce the first-round draft pick for his favorite team. I'd like to ask all of you to join me in cheering on Easton as he makes his wish come true. Take it away, Easton.
With the 17th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Blake Miller, tackle, Clemson.
Who?
He was my next highest rated tackle. He was on the board.
Okay, I do know who it is. I didn't hear him. I was like, who? Blake Miller. Dang, okay. Miller, if I'm being honest, he's not on my board. Clemson just didn't pop out to me at all. But this is a Lions pick, if I'm being honest. This is someone the Lions would take. Let me see. I don't think he's on here, honestly. Yeah, I don't even have Blake Miller on my list. So I couldn't tell you anything about him. Clemson just didn't pop out to me this year. They weren't a good team. Cade Klubnik was trash. But, the Lions, they got a tendency of picking great linemen. Example, Penei Sewell. So trust the system. The Vikings are picking now. I wouldn't be surprised if this is Dylan Thieneman. I'm scrambling. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this one's Dylan Thieneman at all. Because he's already slid far enough. It's time for it to end. Or a tackle, a defensive. There we go. I said it at the end. A defensive tackle, Caleb Banks. Okay. So we're seeing a little bit more of the middle pack, which makes sense. We're in the middle of the first round. These are the guys that have always been slated somewhere between 18 and 50, and no one's really sure where to put them. But Minnesota obviously saw something they like in Caleb Banks from the University of Florida. Go Gators-ish. Caleb Banks is a huge guy, 6'6", 327. He's a flash player, but he only played 3 games in 2025, which is one of the reasons why I noticed this. I didn't put him on my board because I wouldn't have drafted him if I was the general manager. I treat all drafts like I'm the manager for good reason, because it's cool and it's fun. But yeah, this guy, he didn't play a lot in 2026, but when he played, he was good. He's got quickness off the line. He makes a difference. It's a decent selection for Minnesota and whoever is making the picks for them. That, thank goodness it's not Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah.
Well, the concern means that he's 330 pounds and he's been dealing with foot injuries. And sometimes those don't go away.
Yeah, it's a risky pick for Minnesota, but I don't mind it because Minnesota's in the place in the franchise where they're like, you know what, we need to roll the dice a little, see what happens, get lucky. Carolina. What? The Cowboys just made a trade with the Eagles? Huh? Huh? What world are we living in? Hold on, I gotta get on the line. What's going on here? What's happening? What was the trade? Hello? And the Eagles actually traded up. What's going on here? I'm hitting the phone lines right now. I'm like, huh? What was the terms of this trade? Eagles fans are like, what? We did what? So are Cowboys fans. Everybody's really confused right now.
We've got quality tools and savings to start your new year off right. So come celebrate spring savings at Harbor Freight. Say something. Owns that. Says go. Say something. Says wait.
I don't know who Philadelphia wants. I'm really not certain. Maybe Dylan. They might want Dylan Thieneman or Jermod McCoy. No, Dylan Thieneman. It's got to be Thieneman. Because Reed Blankenship. I think the Eagles want Dylan Thieneman. So yeah, we'll see. Huh. Yeah, it's been a wild draft. So we'll see what the details of that Eagles Cowboys trade were. Because, whatever. Yeah, who knows what's going on here? I could see Carolina taking Makai Lemon here. I think this is just a no-brainer for them.
Get special deals during Verizon Small Business Day, April 27th.
Yeah. I'm assuming this is Lemon. But here is the pin.
Fascinating backstory behind that. And I can't wait to tell you. And then the first Pittsburgh Steelers home draft choice since 1948. Coming up. With the 19th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Carolina Panthers select Monroe Freeling.
Really? Okay. No, that's a good pick.
Very nice moment in the South Carolina home of Monroe Freeling.
No, yeah, that's a good pick. I don't mind that one. Monroe Freeling, yeah, he is huge. So then he goes to Carolina.
He's got some of the best overall talent and athleticism of this offensive line class. You see the run game movement here. I see him get a little bit stronger with his core strength going forward. That's something he can work on. But this is one of the plays I love. Watch him redirect off this combo block up to this linebacker. That's big time athleticism and awareness. And here he is taking proper angles out there in space. I think his best football is ahead of him. He got better throughout the year. And when you see what type of athlete you have to work with, the best is yet to come for him. So that was the moment that Freeling found out he's a Panther. Now, the last time the Cowboys and the Eagles made a draft trade, the Eagles traded up 2 spots from 12 to 10 in the 2021 draft to take Devontae Smith. The Cowboys moved down 2 spots. They took Micah Parsons. We all know that they traded Micah Parsons away to Green Bay. This draft choice that they just traded to Philadelphia was the one they got for Micah Parsons from Green Bay.
Okay, here's the trade.
The Eagles have traded up to take. The Cowboys moving down 3 spots. With the 20th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Makai
Lemon?
Lemon.
What?
Would you believe the last time the Eagles took a wide receiver in the first round is when they made that trade with Dallas to go get Devontae Smith? So, talk about some wild backstories to it.
This is crazy. So the Eagles take Makai Lemon. There is stuff going down, y'all. I'm a little distracted. I'm doing a lot. I got a lot going on. Lemon, he forces missed tackles. Really, he's got really reliable hands. He only had one drop all of last season, and he's got a huge yards after catch ability. So, I mean, yeah.
Under the assumption that AJ Brown will not be on their team next season. Of course, we know they have talks with the New England Patriots on a potential trade. My understanding these talks are expected to pick up right before June 1st, after June 1st, obviously. For the Eagles, it's much better cap-wise, cuts the dead cap hit.
Okay. Let's see.
AJ Brown will likely not to play in Philly next season.
I mean, they have made all those moves. That's 3 new wide receivers that they've added. You mentioned Tavian Wicks. They grab him from Green Bay. They acquire him. Hollywood Brown. And now Makai Lemon, who you mentioned moments ago, accomplished.
Wow. So Makai Lemon, that's incredible. I'm hitting the phones out here. I'm getting to it, getting out there. There's some crazy stuff going on.
You can tell he's emotional too. We've seen the receivers be a little emotional tonight.
That toughness element is a big part of what you get with Makai Lemon.
He's a Bolitnikoff Award winner. I guarantee you he should have been the first receiver picked. He is a competitive dude, and he looks like he's ready to go play football.
Wow. I mean, this is really surprising to me. Makai Lemon here. I really thought they traded up for Thieneman. And I think Eagles fans might be a little bit like, huh, with this one. But it makes sense. The top guy is still available. Dylan Thieneman and Jermod McCoy. I mean, he's excellent. I mean, this is a good pick. It's an AJ Brown replacement, so it's smart. This is well, it's a good play. Howie Roseman has earned enough respect that it's just like, trust him at this point. So yeah, we don't blame him there.
Receiving games he's ever seen. He's been in Iowa for 400 years.
I want to know what the trade was.
So the comp guys shooting at him. Pretty good, actually, reminding me of. That's a strong. Okay, so Philadelphia has its moment before the western part of the state has its. The Steelers are about to make their.
The Steelers are on the clock.
Here's Laurel with Lemon.
We're having fun today. We're chilling. We're just enjoying the draft mostly. I'm breaking it down, but just having a good time.
Congratulations.
All business. All right. You ready? Fans going nuts. They're set to the stage. The Steelers are about to make their announcement here.
The Steelers are making their pick now. I'm looking for information on the Eagles trade. Yeah, the Eagles got a 20th pick and the 7th round pick, and the Cowboys got the 23rd and 114th and 137th pick. It's too early. They're doing their celebration now. Banger. Sabat is good. Petition to bring the NFL draft to Orlando. Troy Polamalu. Woo! Mean Joe Green. I'm sure the Bears have already picked.
In Pittsburgh since 1948. The Pittsburgh Steelers are committed to growing the game of football and celebrating athletes at every level.
Steelers here. The best player available is Dylan Dieneman, then Jermod McCoy.
And flag football athletes. Jerome, the
Jerome Bettis.
Leadership Award recognizes high school football players who demonstrate leadership, character, and service, both on and off the field. Congratulations to each of you. We wish all of you the best as you continue your football journeys. The last time I introduced the Steelers' first round pick, I was fortunate to introduce TJ Watt.
Yeah.
21st pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Pittsburgh Steelers select Max Iheanacho, tackle, Arizona State.
Good pick. Iheanacho. Good job saying that right, my guy. That's a good pick. I mean, Iheanacho, he's got unlimited potential. His potential, he had probably the highest ceiling out of any lineman for Pittsburgh. He's 6'6", 330 pounds. Like, if that's not big, I don't know what is. Like, come on. Like, he's huge. That's his big thing, is that he's a massive as well. I mean, look at this. Basically, I rounded. 6'6", 321. Again, I rounded. He's a basketball player. Can you believe that? He's got core strength, and he keeps getting better. Again, it's that unlimited strength profile. But here's the thing with Iheanacho is that he's not a plug-and-play for Pittsburgh. He's going to need time to progress, and he needs to learn how to use his hand usage and how to get better with his hands.
Look at him working there. Is that Malachi Lawrence from UCF? Oh, actually,
No, I mean, he's a really good player. He just has to keep that up. He didn't allow a sack in 2025, and he's got to get better with his hands. It'll take him time. He's not quite a plug and play. He's got to learn a bit, but it's a really good pick for Pittsburgh. He's got a high ceiling. I like the linemen in this draft quite a bit, and ironically, I think the Dolphins picked the worst one. The pick is in for the Chargers, by the way. So the Steelers celebration's up, and out come the Chargers. Know what I'm going to do? I'm going to come up here. Whoa, whoa, that's too much. I took too much down. My fault. Nah. We're going to get in the team spirit a little. All right. I'm feeling it. Please hold. Gotta put the suit back on. Of course. Pop the collar on. Ladies and gentlemen, ready to roll. This is a great look, isn't it? It's like all crooked though. I feel crooked. I don't know why. Ah, I should have worn the teal one. All right. This might get warm quickly. We'll see. And then we might just wear the jersey. Oh,
The Los Angeles Chargers select Hakeem Mesidor. Miami.
Miami. That's what happens when you put on the jersey. Hakeem Mesidor, he might be older than some guys on this list, but you're not going to find someone more competitive, someone better, because Hakeem Mesidor, he's incredible. He's going to get things done. He really is such a good player. I really like him. He's a little older, which I think is a lot of people's points. But watching him in Miami was a pleasure because him and Ruben Bainer are a bit of a force. Truly on the defensive line, they were a force together. And Mesidor in LA's, it's a good pick. This is a great pick from the Chargers, really. And Mesidor arguably was better at times than Ruben Bain. He's such a talented guy. Really great pick. Yeah, I approve of this one for the Chargers. Yeah, that's a good pick. Well, in the NFL, Akeem Mesidor, 2 Hurricanes off the board in round one. Cowboys are up next.
Here, getting Steelers fans celebrating a pet in their home.
What did you bring back from your last trip? A building you'll never forget.
Yeah, it's a good one. Mesidor, he's a disruptor. He makes things happen. It's good.
And at Durian's, everything they say of it. Everywhere you go with Marriott Encore Ship Seal, making you the greatest souvenir of all. Explore our entire world of hotel branding experiences.
Lowe's knows cycling projects now means you can football Sunday. Any stuff is grounding.
Well, we can measure and measure. Lowe's can measure and install it for you.
You can't measure passion like Jim.com works proof. This is Jim. One of the greats and handsome.
I wanted a trip like never heard of. And it was everything. Dishes.
Yeah.
Dinners in private palaces. Flowers everywhere. The air was full of color. Every element.
Let's take a look at the best players left on the board. Because Dallas, there's not a lot of great edge rushers here, and we know they got to take an edge rusher because Philadelphia took a wide receiver. But there's Jermon McCoy and Dylan Thieneman still on the board as well as a lot of excellent secondary players: Avion Terrell, Emmanuel McNeil Warren, and then some wide receivers start hitting: Denzel Boston, Omar Cooper, and then the edge rushers and defensive linemen: Peter Woods, Caden McDonald, Keldrick Falk, offensive lineman Caleb Lomu. That he's a player. I like Caleb Lomu. And then later on, Colton Hood and KC Conception. A lot of good players still left on the board here. Not so many good edge rushers. Next edge rusher is Keldrick Falk, and honestly, it's a bit of a stretch for Dallas to take him this early, but who knows? Keldrick Falk, the next Micah Parsons in Dallas.
I went to FridayPlansClub.com, got a free prescription after filling out a quick form. Friday Plans also gave me free 3-day shipping. And it arrived in plain, discreet packaging. I tried my first tablet, and within 30 minutes, I could tell it was working. It works exactly like the name brand. That's all this last. Go to FridayPlansClub.com and get yours today. Look, if you're an executive, this shirt is a must-have in your pocket. I was tired of floppy collars and shirts and sweatpants, so I got this shirt.
Yeah, Keldrick Falk's the next best guy available. So that's a bit of a stretch for them. But I wouldn't be surprised if they go with Yannick off the board to the Steelers.
No joints are needed anymore. I'm free from uncomfortable long sleeves and the collar shirt all day. Get 20% off today using code 2D at collegeandco.com.
Yeah, Dylan Thieneman, Jermon McCoy, another really great player. There's another corner, Chris Johnson out of San Diego State, that's still on the board as well. You see the full list there.
Got some news from the Cowboys. Sources say George Pickens, their wide receiver, decided to sign his franchise tag, locking in $27 million. The Cowboys do not intend to trade him this season.
Yeah, good stuff.
The Cowboys moved up one spot. They traded away 2 spots to do it.
So here is the Dallas Cowboys' selection. Keldrick Falk or otherwise. Let's see, Dylan Thieneman, probably. Goodell's hair is getting disheveled. Good pick. Good pick. I really like Malachi Lawrence. I stand corrected. I did forget about Malachi Lawrence. I do stand corrected. Malachi Lawrence is a dog. He's juicy. This guy, he's quick acceleration. He's a speed pass rush. I mean, he just boom, like right out the gates, he comes at you. He's got huge upside. He really is. He's risen in the draft process exponentially, if you will. Huh? I really wanted him in Miami. This is a great pick. I like Malachi Lawrence. He was one of those guys that I had down. I was like, this guy has the chance to be really, really good. He's really good. Yeah, I mean, I'm a little surprised that he went this early, but that is in it. It's a good pick. So they go. He is very Micah Parsons like. I know that's a stretch, but hear me out. Look at this defense. It ain't bad. Kenny Clark, Rashawn Gary, Quentin Williams, Malachi Lawrence, Caleb Downs. It's not terrible. I really like Malachi Lawrence. Yeah, I really like Malachi Lawrence. He's got, again, that quick acceleration, speedy pass rush. He's just an impact rusher. He's got a ton of upside. Really, just a lot of upside. He rose through the draft process. He's great. He doesn't have much big game experience, but this is a guy, he had such a broad range because of how good he is. And he's really good. Yeah. So coming up, the Browns are on the clock. But that's an excellent pick. I overlooked him. That's my bad. I went straight Keldrick Falk. Malachi Lawrence he's on my list. He's circled. Like this guy's certified. Like I like him. He's so good. He's really talented at UCF. In the draft process, he looked excellent. He's got such a good ceiling. I mean, this might be Micah Parsons. This is a good pick. This is a really good pick. Guys still available. Dylan Thieneman and Jermod McCoy are the big names. We also got Chris Johnson from San Diego State, cornerback, and Omar Cooper Jr. is another name. And then, of course, Casey Conception, Colton Hood, Keldrick Falk, Cassius Howell, Emmanuel McNeil Warren, Caleb Lomu, and Avion Terrell and co. There's a lot of guys still on the board here, but again, Dallas, I really liked that pick. Frankly, that was one of my better picks of the night, if I'm being honest. I like that one. Malachi Lawrence to Dallas. So they pulled another Dallas Philly move. I like what Dallas got out of it a little bit better than what Philly got out of it, actually. Yeah, next picks, Browns, Bears, Bills. We got the 3 Bs coming up. Then the Niners, Chiefs, Niners, Texans. Hold up. Pause. Texans. Let me check something here. Something's not quite right. Were the Texans always 28th? I didn't think they were. Oh, they do. Oh, I didn't know they were there. Do the Chiefs always have their 29th pick? Am I going crazy? Am I losing it? They got it via Los Angeles. All right. I don't know. No, here's the Cleveland Browns.
In the 2026 NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns select Casey Concepcion, wide receiver, Texas A&M. So we got the receiver, Casey Concepcion.
Casey Concepcion. He's a great player. Honestly, I love him. I loved him in college. I still do. I was hoping, like, if there was a wide receiver for the Dolphins to take at 30th, I was hoping it was going to be Casey Concepcion because this guy's great. He makes space for himself. He's got top tier acceleration. He's just a big play waiting to happen. Explosive yards after catch. And the thing is, he's also got special teams upside. He can take kick returns better than anyone's business. I mean, he's great at just everything. The only thing that I would note is that he drops a few passes. But I'm really high on this guy. I think he's going to have a great career. Cleveland's unfortunate. But hey, if Shedeur Sanders can have any kind of success, it's going to be with Kevin. His name was Kevin originally, was Kevin Concepcion, but Casey Concepcion. This is a really good pick. I really like it. Yeah, in my opinion, he was one of the best. I really like Casey Concepcion. We're getting some good picks now. We're getting into it. This is a good one. So far I've liked both Browns picks, as crazy as it is to say. So the Bears are on the clock and the pick isn't in. Roger Goodell caught up with the timer. Wow, unbelievable. I can't believe this. He caught up. So the Bills are on the clock. We got 7 picks left. 2.5 hours in. So incredibly successful first season under Ben Johnson in Chicago. And frankly, I do think this is where we finally see Dylan Thieneman go off the board. And I'm honestly stunned that Thieneman's still on the board. Really, I'm surprised. So I've liked both of Cleveland's picks, Spencer Fano and Casey Concepcion. Chicago. Yeah. It won't let me click them. Apparently something's wrong with their Chicago link here. Like, I want to know what the Bears need. Okay, that's not helpful. Ooh, they got two people that they've been projected to get. Peter Woods and Zion Young, both still on the board, by the way. Peter Woods would make sense. Got so many pages. Yeah, Peter Woods would make sense. Zion Young. I know Zion Young's out here. I'm not getting gas. Look at my own pages. There he is. He's got long strides. He's violent. He sheds blockers. It would be a solid pick for them. They're looking for someone on the D line, so it makes sense. Keldrick Falk could also be there. But they're looking for that defensive line. They needed to get better. They're 31st in pressure rate last season, so they're looking for some pressure. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Chicago takes a pass rusher. Pretty much seems to be the consensus. Whatever it is, the Bears are happy with their pick. There's Ryan Poles, general manager, and Ben Johnson's on the left of your screen. See, I'm expecting edge rusher here for Chicago, but let's see. He forgot. Oh, I was wrong. I'm not having a good day. No, yeah, this is a good pick. It was due time. Dylan Thieneman's better than this. And I've been seeing it. He's good enough. He was very high on my list. He was good. I think they wanted an edge rusher, and then we're kind of at the part where, oh wait, now if we take Dylan Thieneman, it's a big steal, right? Because he's been so good for us. No, he's been so good at Oregon, and now it is a steal. So let's take a look at what Dylan Thieneman brings to the table. He puts a roof on the defense. Look at his playmaking range. Even when the play's nowhere near him, he just closes in. He's great underneath as well. He can do anything. He can just lid the defense. Seriously, Thieneman, he's really good. He's capable of running alley and run support, which is what he's doing here. Run support. He's capable of doing this. He's incredible. I mean, he has everything it takes to be a really good versatile safety in any system. And this is a good pick from Chicago. I think this was a best player available. It was Chicago's like, we expected him to be gone at 14 or 15. So might as well take him. I think this was wise by Ryan Poles. It's just taking the best guy available at this point because they didn't expect him to be available. So the best player on the board now is Jermod McCoy. And then on my big board, we got Omar Cooper, Chris Johnson as well. Some of those guys. So a lot of guys still available. But Thieneman goes to Chicago at 25th. Right now is the Buffalo Bills are on the clock. Jermod McCoy, obviously the best guy available. I wouldn't be totally surprised if they went Denzel Boston here, wide receiver. Buffalo, they always need more weapons for Josh Allen, and it's becoming harder and harder to compete in the AFC. Just ask Patrick Mahomes. So I wouldn't be surprised. So Brandon Beane and Sean McDermott are in charge of the picks. Or sorry, Joe Brady, not Sean McDermott, fired Joe Brady. Don't really care. The same guy, basically. But we'll see. The Texans just did something again. I'm telling you, their move. I knew it. Nick Caserio said at the beginning. Nick Caserio was looking for a trade. He said it. So Texans and the Bills just traded. I think this one's for Jermod McCoy. The Bills are getting the 28th pick, 69th pick, and 167th pick from the Texans, while giving up picks 26 and 91. Yeah, that's a fair trade. Yeah, good. That's like dead even. That is a very good trade. So Nick Caserio working his magic. He's traded so much in his career. I think he has 17 trades in 5 years, draft day, which is the most out of any GM in that span. So really good. So could be going anywhere. More wide receivers. They could just stretch for Caleb Lomu, but I don't know why they would. Probably because Miami, honestly. But yeah. Did the Dolphins make a trade? No, right? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. The Dolphins, by the way, did trade up with San Francisco. So the Dolphins have been very active trading today. They're stressing me. But Miami moved up. We gave them the 90th pick. Okay. John Eric Sullivan must have seen someone he liked. Wow. So the Dolphins pick is in. Stand up. They deserve it. It's the Dolphins. Here they go. Come on. Let's go. So the 49ers got a third round pick. I'm like, that's not pick 30. It's pick 27. Options here for Miami. Top options. Here we go. Dolphin. Honestly, Jermod McCoy's available. Take him. Take him right now. Jermod McCoy. That's who the pick needs to be. That it just is. Yeah. Then we would have flipped Caden Proctor and Jermod McCoy, and I would have been okay with the mid draft because it's mid. Like both picks are mid, but they combine to make a decent first round. Then we got Colton Hood, Keldrick Falk, of course, Cassius Howell, Manuel McNeil Warren's also available. And Caleb Lomu, I like Caleb Lomu. We're not taking another lineman. I don't think. Avion Terrell's available, Jeremy Bernard, Brandon Cisse. I mean, there's a ton of people. But again, the Dolphins have the 43rd pick as well. So it's not a huge snafu if we don't. So John Eric Sullivan, second pick.
It just arrived from DoorDash, a Nintendo Switch 2.
Look what I just won. I love Field with a million of options. You too can start winning like this.
So in 2025, the Dolphins had a flop of a first round. Kenneth Grant, just a terrible draft that led to the dismissal of general manager Chris Greer. Finally, he was the longest tenured general manager without a playoff victory. So yeah. So here comes Miami. They've put me on edge. They got it from San Francisco. I wouldn't. Jermon McCoy is the way to go. Emmanuel Warren isn't terrible, but he isn't a great scheme fit. He isn't a great scheme fit. They're not picking Emmanuel Warren. I don't think that's correct.
They moved down one spot and chose Caden Proctor, the tackle out of Alabama. So the Cowboys moved up one spot to him.
So Dolphins and Cowboys both very active.
And Miami, moments ago, moved up from 30.
We moved up from 30 to 27th for the 90th pick, along with the 30th to San Francisco. This is the Waddle pick.
With the 27th pick and the 2026 NFL Draft, the Miami Dolphins select Chris Johnson, defensive back, San Diego State. So they go strength, and they take Christian
Okay.
San Diego.
Okay.
A very physical offensive lineman to start things off.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. We hold up. I gotta find it. He was my second choice. It was Jermon McCoy and then him, but McCoy's got that injury history. Chris Johnson doesn't. So the thing with Chris Johnson, he's got great ball skills. I mean, he's a hawk. He really is. He's the co-defensive player of the year in the Mountain West. And he's got a physical presence as well. He swarms. He's a really great player in the Senior Bowl. Here's what surprised me is that his Senior Bowl clips were incredible. He was phenomenal in the pre-draft process, and he had a great combine, and he interviewed very well. There's a John Eric Sullivan and Jeff Halfley, and of course the legendary Dan Marino in the room as well. Yeah, Chris Johnson. The only thing is that he didn't play very many big opponents because he was in the Mountain West, so it's a little hard to tell his.
We're trying to get in touch with Lemon, but he wasn't answering because he was already on the phone with the Steelers. In the end, the Eagles do the trade. They get Makai Lemon, and the Steelers got a tackle there.
Wow, drama.
Just trying to pass the time. And then
Drama. The Steelers, with the 21st pick, we're going to select Makai Lemon, and the Eagles jumped in ahead of them with the Cowboys. And the Steelers tried to draft Lemon, but he was on the phone with Philadelphia. What? Unbelievable. And the Dolphins select Chris Johnson. I mean, yeah, he had a great combine. I actually circled over here, do not draft. He's a good player, but I'm concerned about the low sample size. But honestly, with Miami, we don't really care. He's a corner. He can play. It's fine. It balanced out. I would have preferred Jermon McCoy, but obviously the injury concerns is real. So yeah, not a bad pick. Sad thing is, that's a really good pick. Caleb Lomu, he's got incredible run blocking ability. He's got great movement. He's poised and he gets to the second level so easily. But the thing is, he didn't stand out at the combine, and that's why he kind of slid a little. And at Utah, he didn't stand out because he was next to Spencer Fano, who got drafted 9th by the Browns. The Utah offensive line was amazing, but Lomu's big thing was that he could, yeah, he's really good at this, but mostly he can get to the second level as well as anyone else. Easy redirect. Yeah, he's a run blocker for one thing. Because look at that hole. And that helped Devin Dampier as well in his time get to run. And then here, angles in space. He's at the second level. Push him back. Look at this. Boom. He's a great player. This is a good pick from New England. I would have liked him in Miami if we didn't take Caden Proctor. Yeah. Yes, that's crazy. So with the 21st pick, the Pittsburgh Steelers were going to select Makai Lemon, and they called Makai Lemon, and he didn't respond because Pittsburgh didn't know that Philadelphia traded with Dallas to get to the 20th pick. So when Pittsburgh called, Makai Lemon was on the phone with the Philadelphia Eagles. So draft drama. Wow. That's insane, that story. He was on the phone with a team on the other side of Pennsylvania and they stole it. And then the Dolphins, Chris Johnson's, it's not a bad pick. I'm not mad. I'm a little more upset about the Caden Proctor pick. Chris Johnson, I do have it circles do not draft, which is which is funny. And as good as I may be at this, apparently I don't know what the Dolphins are thinking. I've gotten some of the other ones, but when it comes to the Dolphins, throw it out the window. I don't know anything. Chris Johnson is like this. He had a great combine. My just thoughts were there's options with more experience and players with more power. And right now we're seeing a great corner in Jermod McCoy just completely fall out of the first round because he's got shutdown ability. He could be the top corner in this draft, but he does have that injury history. But he's still a good choice at corner. But Chris Johnson, hopefully he develops more in the big game moments. I'm not mad about it. I'm a little. It didn't balance out quite the way I wanted, but I think the Dolphins could still turn it around with the 43rd pick. But it hasn't been the best first round. For the second straight year, I've seen the Dolphins pick and gone, why did I choose this fandom? But that was with Caden Proctor. But still some great players on the board all around. Oh, by the way, the Patriots traded with the Bills for the 31st and the 125. So the Bills are just like, who wants our picks? Miami, New England. Who wants it? Who's going to have it? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, not the best draft. Who traded out? Wait. Here's the Chiefs.
Kansas City when the Rams acquired and then paid Trent McDuffie. I think I give you all the ins and the outs here, but here's the Chiefs' second pick of the night to go with Mansour Delaney. With the 29th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Kansas City Chiefs select Peter Woods. Defensive tackle, Clemson.
So the Chiefs take Peter Woods. This is not a bad pick. Who traded? He's a good defensive tackle, one of the better ones on the board. I did know him because he's got some good athleticism for a defensive tackle. Oh, it was the 49ers traded out with the Jets. We really giving the Jets another pick? Come on. It's the 49ers. No, the Jets are on the clock. Via San Francisco, via Miami, via Denver. Are the Jets going to swoop in and take Jermod McCoy?
Early in his career, his job, take care of Chris Jones. Later on, you might be able to get your own, but right now, take on some people, take on some blockers, and give Chris Jones some space. What I loved about him is that he played with tremendous effort in both the pass game and
So trying to rebuild that Chiefs defense. And I liked their first pick. Mansour Delane was one of my highest rated guys. Bolton, sorry, Peter Woods is less so, but he's still very good. We don't even have a first round. Who is this a fan of? Oh, the Packers. Oh, that's funny. So here's the Jets. We got only 3 more picks left, folks, and then we're done for the night. Can't believe the Jets got our pick. Sucks. Then we had 3 first-round picks. Feel bad for these guys. So many.
In the 2026 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Omar Cooper Jr. Wide receiver.
Okay.
You were right. You had him picking 16. Now they're taking.
So the Jets, this was I'm not surprised. I like Omar Cooper Jr. He's good. He's reliable. He catches the football, which is something the Jets need. And that's pretty much it, is that he catches the ball. And that'll help New York a bit. So they got some more weapons around Geno Smith. Whether it actually helps, a very different story. But yeah, we'll see. Ramsiest wide receiver, grounded through catch. Debo. I mean, he's versatile, but he can catch. He's, I would say, competitive style. Yeah. So 2 more picks left and loads of talent that we know are falling. Some of them are falling out of the first round. Jermod McCoy, Emmanuel McNeil, Warren, Avion Terrell, Denzel Boston, Keldrick Falk, Caden McDonald, Zion Young, Cassius Howell, Colton Hood, Chase Bisontis, Anthony Hill Jr., Eli Stowers, Brandon Sousa. I mean, just the list goes on and on and on and on. There's a ton of talent still left here in this one. Where did TJ Parker go? Did TJ Parker get drafted? He did, didn't he? Did I miss it? Or have I said it already and I'm tired? Now, what happened to TJ Parker? Oh, there's been a trade. The Titans are back. Everybody stop what they're doing. The Bills just keep on trading down. The Bills don't want it. So the Titans got Carnell Tate. What are they doing? The Bills are over here. Brandon Beane's like, I will do whatever it takes not to have a first-round pick. Even if it takes 3 trades, he's just piling up the lower picks. First-round picks, overrated. Yeah, see the Bills tomorrow. Sayonara. So Titans, I think they're picking defense here. They skipped on. They got Carnell Tate the first time. It makes sense that they're going defense here. Gave Dayball his one. This one's for Robert Sala. Now TJ Parker hasn't even close to. They put him way lower than I did. I like TJ Parker. Wow, as much as I can like a Clemson player. Carnell Tate was a big splash, and then Ty Simpson blew it all open. Seattle's on the clock, and that's it. Yeah.
Congratulations, you set a record for the first night of the draft. 320,000 people here tonight.
Cool.
With the 31st pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Tennessee Titans select Keldrick Ball.
Yeah, good pick.
Are you on that CD thinking about pass rushers? To me, that's right about where I thought he belonged. So he's my 20.
Yeah, no, I agree. This was the correct place for Falk to be at for Tennessee. He's a run stopper. He's the trench player. Keldrick Falk, he lives in the trenches. He impressed at the combine, and he's heavy. He's heavy for an edge rusher, 278 pounds. I mean, this guy, he's built for trench battle in the NFL. He's huge. He's a big guy. Weight wise, he's gonna get you. But the thing with him uh, is that he does need time to develop a bit because he's 21 and he's not a pass rusher yet. He's still a run stopper, and he's going to have to grow there. But I do think that Robert Sala can do some good things with Keldrick Falk. I think this is a good selection. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's like, he does like to develop people. He's like, yeah, well, who wouldn't want to develop 6'6", 270? That's a big edge rusher. Yeah, he's a run defender. So Seattle's on the clock, and then we will be logging off for the night. It's been good, disappointing, but good. Yeah. This has actually been a super quick draft. I feel like it's faster than normal.
When you watch this dude, these are some of the flashes that you do see. You want to see more of it off the edge of that. Yeah, that length is very long. Want to use that length a little more consistently. I thought it showed up a little bit better when he rushed inside.
Yeah, Falk. He's got quick hands. He's really good. Good player.
Here he is against Mendoza. Back in the old Cal days for Mendoza. You got hit a bunch tonight. Mendoza didn't have Omar Cooper on the outside vision.
Yeah, no, I like this pick for Tennessee. Keldrick Falk's a great player.
We've got the final pick of the draft. Night one coming up.
You said in kindergarten that you wanted to play in the NFL. Sometimes that dream becomes a reality. How would you describe it?
Only know what I feel right now. I'm like, all you know is I'm so happy.
You should be happy, and your versatility is a defining feature of your game. Your ability to line up inside
Okay.
and outside one to D line. How do you think Robert Saleh can get the best out of him?
So the draft started. I'll list all the players drafted right before we head off. Final pick is in. So
So, the Seattle Seahawks final pick of night one is in. The pictures we've seen tonight of this beautiful steel city in western Pennsylvania. There's just been nothing short of awesome, and there's the Seattle
the the Super Bowl champion, Seattle Seahawks.
Super Bowl champs stuff. And pick, and you will find out who they have selected as the Seahawks pick. And you can already see this 7 minutes for the 49ers starting to run this draft is already on.
By the way, the Hawks beat the Knicks, and the Raptors beat the Cavaliers, and the Timberwolves are blowing out the Nuggets. In NBA news, the Hawks beating the Knicks is comedy, but yeah. Anyway, but back to the NFL. Here is Roger Goodell for the final time.
Streaming need that sometimes it just fits. And this just seems to be the one for you when you get the Photoshop today. It's coming off the knee injury late in the season, so you may not be ready to go. And the Super Bowl MVP said, "Walk throws it off."
As we conclude round one of the 2026 NFL Draft, we're proud to continue recognizing our long-standing partnership with Make-A-Wish this World Wish Month. I'm thrilled to be joined by Dylan, a huge fan of the Super Bowl champion Seattle Seahawks, who bravely battled a brain tumor and is now a two-time
So about done.
survivor.
Make a Wish will announce the 32nd pick and final pick of the first round.
For Dylan, and a chance to take part in one of the most exciting moments in our league. Dylan, when you're ready, stage is yours. What's going on?
That's loud.
I'm so sorry to be here to represent the 12s. Oh, it's a ring! Super Bowl champion!
Hey, they don't need it for the rest of the night. It's okay.
With the 32nd pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Jadarian Price,
Ooh,
running back.
interesting. No, it's a good pick there. Jadarian Price, running back, Notre Dame. Both Notre Dame running backs. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't like that they're taking such a risk on a player that really didn't play. I mean, he was good sometimes, but I understand the desperation from Seattle because Kenneth Walker walked. Funny. Um, but I'm not a huge fan. I don't think Price was the best player in college. He was constantly overshadowed by Jeremiah Love. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that works in Seattle. So to conclude, as I said, well, I'll do the spiel at the end. But here is the 32 team, 32 players selected. I'm just gonna list them all off. Not gonna do teams because that'll take forever. But the number one overall pick, Fernando Mendoza, David Bailey, Jeremiah Love, Carnell Tate, Arville Reese, Mansour Delane, Sonny Styles, Jordan Tyson, Spencer Fano, Francis Mawanoa, Caleb Downs, Miami Dolphin, Caden Proctor, Ty Simpson, Olai Vavenga, Ioane, Ruben Bain Jr., Kenyon Sadiq, Blake Miller, Caleb Banks, Monroe Freeling, Makai Lemon, Max Ianachor, Akeem Mesidor, Malachi Lawrence, Casey Concepcion, Dylan Thieneman, Kalen Rutledge, Miami Dolphin, Chris Johnson, Caleb Lomu, Peter Woods, Omar Cooper Jr., Keldrick Falk, and Jadarian Price. Thank you all so much for joining the Exponential. My name is R Squared, and yeah, you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. Enjoy the rest of the NFL draft. This has been the first round breakdown with R Squared. Thank you all so much for watching. See you all next time. Bye bye. God bless. See you.